Review. Yes, I am out of my corner, and sort of in another corner. Anyway, so it's the week of 427. We will be going over this last Saturday and Sunday's matches. Let's take a look at the table first. First of all, let's look at the West. FC Dallas is still in first at 17 points. Colorado is in second with 16. LA Galaxy with 14, RSL with 14, San Jose with 14, Sporting Kansas City with 12, Vancouver with 10, Portland with 8, Seattle with 7, and Houston still at the bottom with 5. Looking at the East, Philadelphia has 12. Yes, Philadelphia has 12. Montreal has 12 as well. Toronto sitting at 11, Orlando City at 9, DC United making a comeback into the top 6, Columbus sitting at 8, the New York Revolution at 8 as well, the Red Bulls coming back and getting a win, getting themselves out of the cellar, sitting at 6 points, Chicago sitting at 6 as well, and NYCFC being rather disappointing. Patrick Vieira and company need to figure out that situation, that is for sure. Now, obviously, this table is only as recent as of 4-26. This video will be coming out on the 28th. I do apologize. I'm not covering Wednesday's games. That's just the way it is right now. I will be covering this Wednesday's games, specifically the 27th matches, in my review next week for MLS Week In Review. Anyway, let us take a look at the scores from this last Saturday. Montreal loses to Toronto at home 2-0. Toronto playing out of their skin. We'll get back to that in a moment. Philadelphia Union beat NYCFC 2-0, getting another 3 points and keeping them near the top of the table with Montreal. DC United beat the Revolution 3-0. DC United now move out of the cellar, as I said earlier, of being below the red line. Columbus beats Houston 1-0. Good to see Columbus making a better showing in general. So good to see Columbus back. Colorado whips Seattle 3-1. Yes, I'm going to say it that way because I am still shocked that Colorado is even in this position. The LA Galaxy whipped up on Real Salt Lake. We will get to that game here in a few minutes as well. 5-2. Vancouver beat FC Dallas this weekend 3-0. And on Sunday, the Red Bulls beat Orlando City 3-2. And San Jose beat Sporting Kansas City, who's having a bad run of form as of late, 1-0. So let's take a look at the first matchup I want to take a look at. Yes, that is slightly redundant. So let's take a look at Toronto beating Montreal at Montreal in this Canadian rivalry. Josie Altidore drew a penalty in the 38th minute, giving Giovinco the chance to score the first of his brace in the 40th. Overall, Josie Altidore made a decent attacking movement into the box and drew a good penalty. I had no problem with it, as much as refs have been a pain in the thorn of most MLS, or been the thorn in the side of most MLS fans the past few weeks. I really had no problem with it. Drogba in this game was really unlucky to score, or to not score specifically, about 4 or 5 times at least. He had some really open shots. They just didn't go in. And Giovinco completed his brace in the 81st minute. Now, that's another 2 goals for Giovinco. He is really playing well. And it's starting to show that this wasn't just a one-year thing with Giovinco. looking at RSL's first loss of the season against the LA Galaxy. Gerard missed a penalty for the Galaxy early on in about the 6th minute. Then RSL capitalized later, about 10 minutes later. Martinez scored in the 16th minute, giving them a 1-0 lead. However, from there, it was LA and all LA. Zardes scored in the 19th with an 18-yard screamer. May not have exactly been 18 yards, but it was outside the box, and it was impressive to say the least. McGee scored in the 26th minute, which was great. One thing you'll notice if you take a look at the highlights, Boateng for the LA Galaxy was playing out of his mind and was involved in most of these goals. He finally got a goal for himself, however, in the 41st minute, which was great. In the 45th minute, he was really crucial into leading up into Dos Santos' goal that looked oddly familiar to his goal from Mexico that is so well known, to say the least. Boateng really just all over the pitch, and instigated a lot in the attacking third for LA this past week. Dos Santos scored in the 45th. RSL drew a pen and converted in the 70th to pull one back, but then Gerard scored in extra time, about the 90th plus 1 minute for the Galaxy, giving them a 5-2 win. This is starting to look more and more like a organized LA Galaxy side, as much as Portland fans, such as myself, don't generally like to see LA teams do well, and a lot of the MLS doesn't either. They're starting to look like a powerhouse again, which is bringing some normalcy to the Western Conference in a year where we've seen some crazy things with the likes of Colorado playing out of their minds, with the likes of Philadelphia playing out of their minds. It's really kind of settling, really, to see LA back. So, good for them. Good to see Dos Santos. He's going to be possibly in the Mexico squad going into the Copa America, which will be great for him. So, let's take a look at our third game I want to look at. Vancouver versus FC Dallas. At Vancouver, FC Dallas had a hard time getting anything done. They score an own goal in the 35th minute. Seitz, yeah, I butchered his name. The goalkeeper for FC Dallas parried a ball into his own player for an own goal in the 35th. Vancouver scored. Harvey scored specifically for Vancouver in the 63rd off a corner deflection, which was really nice. Good to see, and fun little play there. Also, Acuna Mane, great to see him back and scoring for Vancouver. As much as he's a rival in Cascadia, it was kind of a bummer to see him go down against us at their place, because I'd rather beat a team at full strength, but I'll still take a win either way. But good to see him back and get his first goal of the season. He's always seemed to be like a class act, so good to see him playing well. Anyway, this has been MLS Week in Review. Thank you for watching. This will be back next week. This will be one of 2 videos this week. Next week, I will be having 3 videos, MLS Week in Review, plus I'm going to the Toronto-Portland matchup on Sunday at Providence Park. I will be there. I'll have a video that goes along with that. That'll be a lot of fun. Sadly, I couldn't get tickets with the Army this time. They were all sold out, but I did get tickets in there. You'll see some images. You'll hear my thoughts of how we played, and also my thoughts of how Giovinco looks in person, as well as his continuity with Michael Bradley, Josie Altidore, Will Johnson, and their star-studded team, and how they play in the Eastern Conference. I'll also have a video for college football fans about the Oregon spring football game, so definitely check that out. Anyway, thank you for watching. You can like, subscribe, check me out on Twitter, @TheAnalyst32, check me out on Facebook, Facebook/TheAnalyst32. You can also share the love. Be nice to each other. Absolutely. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the other side of the pitch. Have a good one.